Hello there, how's it going everybody? So today I will be showing you how to transform Windows 7 into Windows 10. There are a lot of videos on YouTube showing you how to transform Windows 10 into Windows 7, but not a lot showing you how to transform Windows 7 into Windows 10. And while there are many more and simpler ways to transform Windows 10 into Windows 7 rather than Windows 7 into Windows 10, there is still a solidly easy way, and this is going to be a visual representation of how to do it. So yeah, if you want, you can watch this video, or in the zip file of the theme pack, there is a text document with instructions, which are the same as I will show you in this video. So it's entirely your choice what you want to follow. So one of the requirements for this is that you must be running any version of Windows 7 that is not Windows 7 Starter. Windows 7 Starter was used on some notebooks and laptops back in the day. They came pre-installed, so if you have that version of Windows, you cannot use this theme pack, as Windows 7 Starter does not support personalization and customization of the Windows operating system. So I am here running Windows 7 Ultimate Service Pack 1. The theme pack suggests that you have Service Pack 1 installed. However, just having RTM, aka Build 7600, is also fine, and it should work as long as you're careful. But yeah, I have Service Pack 1, so do get Service Pack 1 as well. It's not a complicated process if you want to force, and that's about it. So let's get started. We're gonna need a browser. I have Google Chrome here, and excuse the fact that this is going to be a bit slow. It's a virtual machine, so yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna need to actually download the theme pack. So I have a notepad with some links here, and all of these links you can find in the description of this video. So we need the Windows 10 theme for Windows 7, which is found on DeviantArt. So you have this link in the description. You're just gonna go ahead and paste it into Google, and let's give it a moment. So this is DeviantArt. If you're not familiar with this website, you need to be logged in order to download anything from this website. So you need to create an account, which is also pretty simple to do. You can look it up if you are not sure how to do that, but you need to create an account and sign into that account, as I'm signed in right here. So we're gonna go ahead and click on this button right here saying free download. Now I'm not gonna download it because I already have it downloaded. But no, I don't wanna. Now, okay, so I have it downloaded already. So I'm gonna go here, and this is it. It's a zip file. So we're gonna go ahead and extract it. I'm gonna use 7-zip to extract it. Okay, and now we have the folder. So in this folder are all of the files. So you have this very important text document, and this is showing you, these are the instructions on how to download, aka install the theme pack, and that is exactly what this video is going to show you. As I said, it's a visual representation, so you can follow the text document instead if you prefer it that way, or you can watch this video. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do after downloading this theme pack, the zip file to be exact, we need to get a program called Universal Theme Patcher, which will allow us to basically use extended themes on Windows 7. So you have a link in the description. It's going to be called Universal Theme Patcher, and it's a Mediafire link. So we're just going to go ahead and copy that. We're going to open up Google Chrome, and let's give it a moment again. And we're going to paste this in. I'm not going to open up Google Chrome every time as it's slow. but you just go ahead and click download, and that's about it. You get the zip file, and it's also going to be the same process for every other link in here. That's exactly how you do for every other media file link here. That's how you do it, so I don't have to show you every time. But yeah, so I have that here as well. It's the universal theme patcher. We're just gonna go ahead and extract that as well. And here we have it. So what you're gonna do is either run Universal Theme Patcher x64 or Universal Theme Patcher x86. You're gonna run 4-bit version of Windows 7 or x86 if you have a 32-bit version of Windows 7. So the way to check is by clicking on your start menu and then right-clicking on computer and going to properties, and then here you will see system type. So it says 64-bit operating system for me, as I have a 64-bit version of Windows 7 Ultimate. So I will run Universal Theme Patcher x64, and so will you if it says 64-bit. If it says 32-bit, you will run this one. So we're just going to go ahead and click yes here and click OK. And this is information about your operating system. The OS needs to patch 3 files. Click yes, and then just click patch on every one of these and just press OK after. There's also a restore button, so yeah. All files have been patched, you need to restart computer to take effect. Restart computer right now. We're gonna say no, we're gonna restart later. But yeah, so we're gonna make sure to restart our computer later. We'll do that later, obviously, I'll show you. So the next thing that we need to do is download the theme resource changer. So this right here, the link is in the description. Theme resource changer, and we're going to download it the same way that we did with the universal theme patcher and mediafire. So you have the zip file, then we're just going to go ahead and extract it, and then in here we're just going to do the same thing. x64 if you have a 64-bit operating system, x86 if you have a 32-bit operating system. So I have a 64-bit, so I'm going to hit yes here, and hit next. I have read this, understand it, and agree to it. Next. And then we're just gonna wait for it to install. Okay. Can just hit switch to. And okay, it's been installed, so just click on OK. What that program does is that that program allows us to get the start menu button and the Windows 10 task pane. So after we've done that, we're just gonna go ahead and open up the Windows 10 theme pack folder, and you have this run me first Windows command script file. So we're gonna run it, and after that, yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll see a command prompt window for a second, and that's it. So now we're going to extract the Windows 10 themes archive. So we're just going to do it real quick. It's 100 megabytes, as you can see, and we're going to run it. And now we're going to choose one of these 4 folders depending on which theme we want to use. So we have default taskbar with star menu user picture, default taskbar without star menu user picture, small taskbar with star menu user picture, small taskbar without star menu user picture. So you can use any one of these. I'm going to go with the first one. And in here, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to copy all of these files. So select the files and copy them. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is open up computer. We're going to go into local disk C, Windows, going to find resources in here. So this one, themes, and we're just going to go ahead and paste all of these in here. So yeah, and after that, we're just going to go ahead and apply the theme. So we're going to go right click on desktop and then personalize. 1 second. So we're just, if you scroll down, we'll see installed themes, and we have a bunch of these themes right here. So I select one, and our taskbar should have changed to Windows 10, but it didn't for some reason. I think you have to restart the computer for that. Okay. Either way, we're not finished yet, so let's just continue. We'll restart later. Next thing we're gonna do is download the Windows 7 Aero Blur Tweaker. Again, link in the description. Now, I don't have Aero enabled due to VirtualBox not letting me use it for some reason. It worked and it stopped working, so yeah, but either way, it's an application. You're just gonna go ahead and run it, and we're just gonna go ahead and wait for it. Actually, we have to run it as an administrator, and then we're gonna click on Hide Blur to remove the blur effect from window borders. And yeah, so we're just gonna have to wait a little bit, and there we go. So close this now, and now we're gonna go ahead and remove the taskbar hot tracking animation. So to do that, we're gonna go to Start Computer, right click on it, Properties, Advanced System Settings. Then we're gonna go to the Advanced tab right here, and then Settings under Performance, and we are going to go ahead and uncheck animations in the taskbar and start menu, and then I'm going to click on apply and okay, and we can close this. Now, to get a transparent start menu taskbar, I'm not sure why that's a thing, but yeah, so we're going to go and use the taskbar transizer. So here's the link, px taskbar transizer. And you're going to have this zip file, so we're just going to go ahead and extract it, and we're going to go ahead and run it, and then you can just customize it as you want. The recommended values, if you're looking at the instructions, aka very important text document in the zip file, is that you set everything to 95. So we'll just do that. It doesn't really matter though. It's your choice. And keep same value. Now 95. Okay. And close it. Alright. And yeah, so it also says that all you're doing is you're doing it at your own risk. For possible consequences, the creator is not responsible. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and restart our computer and see what we get. Another thing that I'll be showing you that's not in the text document are the extras. There's also an extras folder, so I'll be showing you that as well. That's for just improving your Windows 10 experience further. Alright, so right here, we're just gonna wait. One of the things that we're also gonna get is the Windows 10 boot screen. Now, I wouldn't recommend messing with that too much though, as I did that on an actual system, not on a virtual machine, but an actual computer, and I got the system corrupted. So don't mess with that too much. But yeah, as it says, you're doing it at your own risk. So yeah. Alright, for some reason we don't have the taskbar. When I first did it, I actually did have it working. Oh, there we go. Alright, so what I used was Windows 10 Theme 9, as that's pretty much the most similar to actual Windows 10. So I would recommend this one, but you can use any one that you want. And there we go. So you had to restart to make it work. But yeah, so now the computer basically looks like Windows 10 pretty much. You can see that we have the Windows 10 control buttons, the Windows 10 taskbar. Now the start menu, this is the closest you're getting to Windows 10. It's pretty much just the Windows 7 start menu, but kind of looks like Windows 10. So yeah, this is what you're gonna have. And yeah, as you can see, this is also Windows 10. And if you open up here, okay, this is still Windows 7, but that's what the extras are for. So if we just go to the original zip file, aka folder, we'll see Windows 10 extras zip file. So if we also extract this, we're gonna get some more things. So if you open up the folder, we have a few things. So we're gonna do Windows 10 icon patcher. Windows 10 icon patcher is gonna let us have icons. So as you can see, for example, for the File Explorer, the icon is still from Windows 7. But once we run this, I'm gonna click yes, and then we're gonna get an application on our desktop. So just real quick, unpacking files, and we should have, yeah, unpacking complete, run shortcut from desktop as administrator. As I said, we have a shortcut on our desktop, so we're going to right click on it and run as administrator, and click yes. So what we're going to go ahead and do is press 1, so yeah, and hit enter. And now we are going to have to wait a little bit. So we're gonna wait a little bit. It gets stuck at some point, but you're just gonna wait a little bit, like maybe 15 to 20 seconds. So yeah, that should be enough. It gets stuck, unfortunately. But yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and close it, and you're gonna run it as administrator again. Click yes, and now you're gonna go ahead and press 4, repair icons, enter. And here you actually want to wait until it finishes. It will not get stuck, so just wait. It says it may take a few minutes to complete, but it won't. It'll be pretty quick, so yeah. And now it'll say, do you want to restart Windows now? So you want to go ahead and press Y on your keyboard and then enter afterwards, and then you will have it restart. So there are some changes to the shutdown menu and the boot on menu. As you can see, the Windows 7 logo at the bottom is gone, but yeah. Another thing I should have mentioned is that it might take a little while to boot up after restarting, but yeah, so now if you look at the icons, for example, the text document icon and the File Explorer icon, it's the Windows 10 icons now. So we have the icons, these buttons, well, they were Windows 10 before the icon change, but as you can see, most of the icons that you have from Windows 10 that are available on Windows 10 obviously are set to Windows 10 now. So that's pretty nice, and we're not finished yet. If we open up, oh yeah, you can also see that this is now it resembles the Windows 10 File Explorer. Not completely, but pretty much that's what it does. Back into this folder and extras. Now the up button for Classic Shell, this is if you have Classic Shell, but it's just for images, so I don't really know what that does, but okay. Next we have fonts, and this is the Windows 10 font. So when I did this on an actual system, it changed the font automatically, and you could see the difference in the font. But now I'm not really seeing it. It looks like the Windows 7 font, but it did that automatically for me. For some reason now it didn't. But yeah, so this is just how to do it. You back up, well, yeah, you can back up, copy all font files for Windows 10, extras, and to see Windows fonts. So yeah, just go ahead and copy all of this, and you go into Windows and then fonts, and yeah, we're just gonna paste this into here. So Control V and yes, yes, yes. And another thing, okay, do this real quick. Yes. So another thing I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video is that you should create a restore point. I will put that as a notice at the beginning of the video when I edit the video, but I forgot to do that. So yeah, but if you don't know how to do that, just search up a tutorial on YouTube how to create a restore point in Windows 7. Pretty simple. I did not do it right now, as you can see, but it doesn't matter because I'm in a virtual machine. But if you're doing this on an actual system, you definitely should create a restore point. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think you have to restart your computer for it to, for the changes to take place. But maybe I'm just blind and there actually is a difference, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, so what do we have here? Action Center, right? Virus protection. Okay, I don't have an antivirus in this, so that's why. Anyways, the last thing we have here is the boot screen folder, and so here we have a bootscreen.bs7 file and a text document. So this is for the boot screen. As I said, or it had a little bit of background noise there, but as I said, don't mess with this too much. Maybe just follow this README file. I messed further and I got the system corrupt. And yes, I had a restore point, but once you corrupt your system, that restore point is not going to mean anything because you cannot even get into the system in the first place to restore your PC to that point. So, yeah, be careful with this. But I'm gonna do this anyway, even though I had my system corrupt. It shouldn't be corrupt because we're not gonna mess much further than this here. So we're gonna just go ahead and copy this link. This link you can also find in the description of the video, if it's easier for you. So yeah, so we're gonna go into Google Chrome, and okay, this notepad icon actually doesn't look like the notepad icon in Windows 10 22H2. Maybe this is from an older version of Windows 10, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's like that in Windows 10. I mean, I'm running Windows 10 as my main system, but I don't have a notepad file open right now, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that. But either way, we're gonna go to this Coder for Life site, and that's called the Win 7 boot. If you search up on YouTube, you will find videos about the Windows 7 boot showing you how to change the Windows 7 boot screen. So, and that's from like 12 years ago. I've seen a video from 2012. So yeah, now for downloading this, we just click here, I think, and it should start downloading. Yep, there we go. So yeah, you can find videos on YouTube about this. So this is used way back. Either way, this is a little bit slow, as I said, just because it's a virtual machine and my host PC is a bit slow for virtual machines. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and open this up, hit yes. Okay, had a daily news thing pop up, so I had to cut there. But either way, this is what the app looks like, and if you just click play here, you can see the Windows 7 boot screen. This is what the Windows 7 boot screen looks like every time you turn on your computer, as we saw earlier when I was restarting at the beginning. So now, you want to make sure your animation is set to default, and then you're going to go over, so yeah, we're going to go over to File and Load Boot Skin, and then I will say yes, whatever. I think it's going to prompt us to do a save. Yeah, okay, never mind then. So you're going to go into where you have the, so you're going to go into Windows 10 Extras, boot screen, and bootscreen.bs7, so that's the bs7 file. I'm gonna hit open, and then once you do that, you're gonna have the Windows 10 boot screen. You can hit play, see what it'll look like. So yeah, it looks like the Windows 10 boot screen, and this is what we'll have. We'll restart our PC to see right now. So don't mess with this. As I said, I messed with this after, and I got my system corrupt. So just hit apply, and then wait for this to finish, and then don't do anything else. Just close out of the app, and yeah, if you wanna go back to the Windows 7 boot screen, maybe just go back to your restore point and don't mess with this, because as I said, I got my system corrupt. It did not really matter to me either way, so I just reinstalled Windows, but I just say okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, so I restarted and it's just the Windows 7 boot screen. Now that's odd because when I did it on the system that I said I did it, it worked, and then I messed with the settings further and then I got it corrupt, unfortunately, when I restarted. But it seems that if you get that error, it's not gonna work, and you shouldn't mess with it further if you don't want your system corrupt. As it says, you're doing everything at your own risk. But besides the boot screen, your computer is pretty much Windows 10. Now there are further things you could do to make it look more like Windows 10, I guess, if you download further further programs for transferring your system into Windows 10. Now, as I said, this is pretty slow due to my host PC being pretty slow. So don't mind that, your computer's gonna work just fine. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now, I also haven't explored every aspect of this, but it's representing Windows 10, so the file explorer looks like Windows 10. Sure, it's a bit odd with the light theme here, but yeah, so it looks like Windows 10. And then what else do we have here? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's pretty nice. So you have the Windows 10 logo, but it says Windows 7, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so yeah, but that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments down below. But this is pretty much it. And you can also just go ahead and open up the very important folder if you need some help. It doesn't have any instructions for the extras folder though, so yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, don't mess too much with the boot screen. So yeah, and also another thing is that for the wallpaper, you have the original Windows 10 wallpaper, so you can go to the internet and find the new Windows 10 wallpaper and change it to that, or you can just use, okay, drag and drop. I did not try to drag and drop. Okay, that's just VirtualBox. That's just a virtual machine program, so nothing of the Windows. But yeah, so you can get it, or you can just use your own wallpaper if you'd like. It's not really important. Just don't change the theme to anything else, because if you go to personalize and you change it, for example, this theme I saved right here, we should be back to Windows 7. Yeah, we're back to Windows 7. I mean, we still have the Windows 10 icons and the start menu, but that's until you restart, I'm pretty sure. Or that's just because of the icons program. So as I said, restore point, make sure to have one. And then if I just go back to Windows 10 theme 9, I should have it back. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I helped you. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.